Welcome to the deep dive. This is brought to you by AI Opportune. We're basically your guide through this whole AI revolution that's happening.
That's right.
Our mission here at AI Opportune, well, it's pretty straightforward. We want to help you professionals, creators, marketers, entrepreneurs, businesses thinking ahead to really succeed in this new AI world.
It's more than just getting information, right? It's about building a community.
Exactly. A community focused on actually turning all this AI potential into real opportunities. So if you want a shortcut to staying up to date, getting inspired, and really staying ahead, well, subscribing to AI Opportune is probably a good move.
Definitely.
Today we're diving deep into something fascinating, AI's impact on luxury fashion.
Yeah, it's a really interesting space. We'll be looking at how the big iconic fashion houses, but also, the newer innovators are using AI.
Right, weaving it into their creative work, their business strategies, the whole package.
We've looked at quite a few sources to get a handle on how this mix of high-end creativity and super advanced tech is changing things.
From the very first design idea all the way to how you, the customer, actually experience the brand.
Exactly.
Okay, let's unpack this, because when you say AI in luxury, it's easy to think, I don't know, robots designing dresses.
Yeah, maybe. But the reality, at least from what we're seeing in the sources, is actually much more practical and really impactful already.
We're seeing real applications from the biggest players.
Absolutely. One huge area is creating these hyper-personalized experiences. Think about brands like Burberry or Chanel.
Okay.
They're using AI, quite cleverly actually, to really understand individual style preferences. Things like recommendation engines.
Which learn from what you've bought or clicked on before.
Exactly. And also what people with similar tastes like. But it goes further. Think virtual stylists, AI chat assistants that actually understand what you're looking for.
So it's not just people who bought this also bought.
Yeah.
It's deeper.
Much deeper. It feels more like having a really clued-in personal shopper on call 24/7.
And the benefit for the brands, I imagine, is huge. Building that connection, that loyalty.
Precisely. It's not just pushing products. It's guiding you, offering styling tips based on your wardrobe, maybe even guessing what you want next. That super personal touch is key in luxury.
Okay, so that's the customer side. But what about the creative process itself? Our sources mention AI helping with design and spotting trends for brands like Gucci, Prada, Dior.
Yeah, that's a big one.
How does that work? Doesn't that risk, I don't know, making everything look the same or killing the designer's vision?
Yeah, that's a fair question. But what's interesting is how it's being used. It's less about AI doing the designing and more about it being a really powerful analytical tool for the designer.
Okay.
So these brands use AI to crunch huge amounts of data. Social media buzz, customer behavior shifts, sales figures, all in real time.
Ah, okay.
It gives designers this incredibly clear picture of what's bubbling up, what trends are emerging, so they can make informed decisions. It's about balancing their artistic gut feeling with solid data.
So it's like giving the design team super-powered trend radar. Not replacing their creativity, but informing it.
Exactly, like a dynamic, constantly updating mood board powered by global insights. It helps them be innovative, but also relevant.
Makes sense. But AI's influence isn't just on the glamorous side, right? The sources talk about operational stuff, too.
Oh yeah, there's a whole lot happening behind the scenes, what some call the invisible luxury.
The nuts and bolts. Things like inventory, forecasting demand, logistics. Maybe less sexy, but crucial.
Absolutely critical, especially in luxury where managing stock and availability is so important. AI helps predict demand much more accurately.
Which means less overproduction. That sounds good for business and the planet.
Precisely. Less waste, better efficiency. It helps make sure the right products are in the right place at the right time, optimizing that whole supply chain.
That links nicely to another point from our sources. Sustainability and ethics. That's huge for luxury consumers now.
It really is. And AI is becoming a valuable tool here. Think about material traceability brands like Stella McCartney you're using it.
So you can actually track where the materials came from.
Yeah, track the journey from source to final garment. AI can also analyze sourcing, find ways to cut waste, support circular fashion models.
So AI helps build trust, giving consumers more confidence in those ethical claims.
Definitely. It adds that layer of verifiable proof.
And speaking of trust and proof, counterfeiting, that's always been a massive issue for luxury
A
brands.
huge issue. And AI offers powerful weapons against it. AI-powered image recognition is getting incredibly good at spotting fakes.
Wow.
And then you combine that with things like blockchain technology. Often integrated with AI, It creates a secure digital record of authenticity and ownership, really hard to forge.
Companies like Entropy and Everledger are mentioned here.
Yeah, they're leaders in using these techs to authenticate goods at scale. It's like a digital fingerprint for luxury items.
A high-tech guardian. Okay, so established brands are using AI in these ways, but what about new players? What opportunities does this create for startups?
Oh, it's a really fertile ground for new ideas. Our sources point to several exciting areas for founders in fashion tech.
Like what?
One is AI design copilots.
Yeah.
Tools like ImKey are emerging. They use generative models.
AI that can kind of speak the language of design.
Pretty much. It learns fashion aesthetics and can help designers brainstorm, sketch initial ideas, even iterate whole collections much faster.
That could really speed things up and maybe even lead to totally new looks. What else?
Digital try-on and fit tech, it's another big one. You've got platforms like WearFits, 010.
Letting you virtually try clothes on through your phone or computer.
Exactly, with surprising realism. It makes online luxury shopping way better and could cut down returns significantly.
Makes total sense. And that transparency piece we talked about.
Right. Startups focused on traceability and compliance, like Retraced. They use AI and blockchain to give consumers that detailed, verified info on a product's journey. ESG standards, environmental, social, governance, that's vital, especially for younger buyers.
Building trust through transparency, backed by tech. And one more mentioned was luxury-ready AI concierges. Sounds fancy.
Think super specialized AI assistants built just for luxury brands. They go beyond basic chatbots. We're talking, couture level etiquette, deep brand knowledge, anticipating needs.
Like a digital version of the best hotel concierge, but for fashion.
Kind of, yeah.
Available 24/7, perfectly on brand.
So, lots of opportunity, whether you're a huge house or a startup.
Yeah.
But what about individual designers, smaller creative teams? Is this AI stuff accessible to them?
Increasingly, yes. That's a key point in the sources. There are tools creatives can use today, often without needing to code.
Okay, good to know. Like what kind of tools?
Well, there's Lablaco that focuses on circular fashion, traceability, Designify for high-end image editing. Runway ML is popular for generating visuals, video, design elements.
Right.
Vue.ai does AI styling, product tagging, visual merchandising. Fashionable offers AI assistance specifically for fashion design.
And the main thing is they're mostly plug and play. Yeah, generally designed to be user-friendly. You can start experimenting without needing a computer science degree.
That's really empowering for independent creatives. And to make this more concrete, our sources highlight a specific example, right? A designer in Pakistan.
Yes. Mahnoor Azam of Republic, based in Karachi. It's a fascinating case study.
What's she doing?
She's really experimenting with generative AI tools,
Uh-huh.
things like Midjourney, Clo3D, to prototype these really avant-garde concepts.
Wow.
She's blending traditional South Asian textures and crafts with futuristic silhouettes. The goal is to build a tech-forward, sustainable luxury label that's rooted in her culture, but has global potential.
That's a perfect example of using AI not to replace, but to augment creativity, exploring new ground.
Exactly, fusing heritage with future tech.
Yeah.
It really shows AI as a collaborator, pushing creative boundaries while keeping sustainability in focus.
So the big takeaway here seems to be that AI isn't replacing the soul of fashion, it's maybe elevating it.
I think that's a good way to put it. It's enhancing creativity, making operations smarter, improving the customer experience. It's about intelligent evolution.
So for anyone listening, creatives, founders, people interested in where fashion is going, this feels like a key moment.
Definitely. The tools are getting easier to use. The demand for this kind of innovation is rising. AI is becoming a powerful partner.
Whether you're building something totally new or refining your existing brand story.
And the future of luxury, as our sources suggest, really does look like it's going to be co-created. Human artistry working hand in hand with artificial intelligence.
It's a fascinating shift.
Truly is.
Absolutely. And look, if you find these kinds of deep dives into AI's impact valuable, definitely subscribe to AI Opportune. We're here to help you stay informed, get inspired, and stay ahead of the curve. There's a link in the show notes.
Yeah, check it out. And maybe for you listening, just think about it. Drawing inspiration from what we've talked about, how could you bring AI into your own work, your business? What could your unique version of intelligent co-creation look like?
That's a great question to leave people with. Definitely something to chew on.